Thanks, but no thanks. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before I get into this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Guys, always remember it costs you nothing to hit the like button and subscribe, and it helps the channel in more ways than you even know. But today is the anniversary of Shane McMahon making his return to professional wrestling. And with that being said, we finally got some details about what went down between Tony Khan and Shane McMahon when they had that meeting several months ago. If you guys remember, late last year, there was a picture circulating online of Shane McMahon and Tony Khan meeting in a Dallas airport. It went everywhere, and we finally got some details as to what went down. Now, this is all alleged, but what allegedly went down is during that meeting, Shane McMahon asked Tony Khan for equity in the company. He asked Tony Khan to run AEW without really having any knowledge of their business model or the television product, and Tony Khan ghosted him. Now, there's people that are going to have different reactions to that, but if you ask me, it was a good thing that Tony Khan ghosted him, because if we're just going to look at this thing from a surface level, AEW has kind of always prided itself on being the alternative to WWE. They call themselves the challenger brand, and if I am a challenger brand, why does it make any sense in the world that the company that I'm trying to go against, that is founded by a McMahon, I'm going to have a McMahon run my company that is supposed to be different from that company? That just, from my mind, is just, it makes no sense just from that level. And if you want to watch, a product similar to WWE, then just watch WWE. I don't watch AEW because I want it to be a WWE like. I watch AEW because I enjoy AEW. Now, I've always said this as well. After the initial, oh shit moment of seeing Shane McMahon on a episode of Dynamite or Collision or whatever it's going to be, what would be the follow-up? They have done multiple different storylines of there's this individual or this group stating that AEW is bad, we need to make a change. And after a while, as an audience member, if I keep getting told every 4 or 5 months that what I'm watching is bad, why do I need to keep watching it if I'm constantly being told how bad it is? And we've seen multiple different angles about that. I don't need to see another one. Now, Shane McMahon in a similar role that what he had when he was in WWE the last go around, where he was just a talent, I think that would have been great. Now, him actually having an official office role like the Bucks or, Cody Rhodes had, I don't really see too much value on that, because he's only really been in one business model, and that's the WWE model. He's never really ventured outside of any other professional wrestling model. He's been having multiple different successful companies, outside of wrestling. I know that he was running a big time company. I forgot if it was a data research company or I really can't remember, but it was a successful one. So the guy has had a business acumen that has been productive in other avenues. He was also the guy who was really pushing Vince McMahon to buy the UFC. He passed on it. Now we see how great the UFC has been, the amount of dollars that they're making. But him and AEW, I never really thought, outside of that moment, was too much of a good fit, because like I've said, we've done multiple different storylines where somebody's kind of coming to take over or they're bad mouthing AEW. I don't think we need another one. That moment of him and Dynamite would have been pretty cool, but it's not something that I'm looking at and just every week I'm watching a show thinking like, damn, this would be really cool if Shane McMahon was here. Now, I stated this before too. I think that this whole Death Rider storyline was going to be around Shane McMahon. I thought that they were working up something that when they first started this angle, it was talking about basically how there's a higher power and you don't run this company, telling guys like the Bucks or Tony Schiavone, who are voices of authority. I thought Shane McMahon was going to be involved in that. I thought that may have been the working idea, but once Tony had that meeting with Shane and he kind of went over in his mind, decided not to go that direction, I think that they might have just bungled everything, and it's gotten to the point where this storyline is very confusing and very non-productive in my mind. So I think that he was going to be involved in that. But when this all broke down, I feel like they were just kind of scrambling and grasping at straws for ideas. But at the end of the day, I think it was a good thing we didn't see Shane McMahon in AEW. If all these things that he was asking for is true, like I said before, this is all allegedly. This could be 100% totally false, and we can get a report 3-4 days from now stating a whole different thing that went down. But What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think it's a good idea that we didn't get Shane McMahon at AEW? Did you want Shane McMahon at AEW? Do you think what he was asking for allegedly was perfectly sound? Did you hope that Tony Khan would have gave everything that he was allegedly asking for? Let me know in the comment sections. And like I said earlier, guys, it costs you nothing to hit the like button and subscribe. It helps the channel out in more ways than you even know. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.